Days of our... Is Vivian Alamain really dead? Stefan's ultimate revenge plot explained. We've got a death certificate. We've got a gravestone. We've got flowers sitting on top of a tombstone, like some kind of ominous little gift basket from the universe. And yet, something about this whole Vivian Alamain situation does not sit right with me. Not even a little bit. I'm talking about Madam Vivian Alamain, the queen of dramatic exits, the woman who has literally survived her own funeral more than once. And now Ray Fernandez and Jada Hunter are standing around looking at paperwork like, that's going to give them answers. Honey, no. A death certificate filed in Alamania means absolutely nothing in the Days of Our Lives universe. You know, I know it. And frankly, the writers know it too. So today, we are going deep. We're talking revenge. We're talking karma. We're talking buried alive. And yes, I have theories. Buckle up, because this one is going to be a wild ride. Let's just lay out what's actually happening on screen right now. Because context matters before we spiral into full conspiracy mode, and we will be spiraling. Ray Fernandez, played by the absolutely reliable Galen Gehring, who honestly deserves more interesting storylines, but that's a whole other video, and Jada Hunter, played by the always sharp Elia Cantu, have now confirmed that a death certificate for Vivian Alamain has been officially filed in Alamania, her home country, her personal jurisdiction, basically. And on top of that, we've seen the gravestone flowers and everything. Now here's where I need you to pump the brakes with me for a second. Because in any other show, any normal, rational television program, a death certificate plus a gravestone plus flowers equals the character is dead. Finished. Gone. But this is Days of Our Lives. And Vivian Alamain isn't just any character. She is a legacy character of the highest order. She has been buried alive. She has faked her own death. She has come back from circumstances that would make a medical examiner throw up their hands and quit. The idea that she would go out with a simple death certificate filed in some Eastern European principality, that's almost insulting to her legacy. Honestly, the Stefan theory turning the tables on Mama Vivian. Okay. Here's where it gets really good. Because the theory that has been floating around, and one that I personally find absolutely delicious, is that Stefan DiMera may have taken matters into his own hands. Think about it. Think about everything Vivian has done to her own son. She forged his divorce papers from Gabi Hernandez, played now by Cherie Jimenez, which is already a massive betrayal. But it doesn't stop there. Stefan was literally ambushed. Ivan, her loyal, bizarre little henchman, shoved Stefan into a car trunk like luggage. They transported him all the way to Alamania, locked him up, and left him there to rot until everyone back in Salem believed he was dead. That is not motherly love. That is a hostage situation with floral arrangements, and now we're supposed to believe Vivian is the one who ended up dead. You don't think Stefan had anything to do with that. Here's my theory. And I want you to really sit with this. Stefan took a page directly out of Vivian's own playbook. And I mean that literally. This woman has a history of burying people she finds inconvenient. She had Carly Manning sealed in a sarcophagus. She orchestrated the DiMera family being put into a crypt. Vivian practically invented the lock someone underground and walk away strategy in Salem. So what if Stefan, finally snapping after everything she's done, returned the favor? What if he showed up at that cemetery, confronted her and Ivan, and either poisoned her slowly or sealed her inside that very tomb we see on screen? The poetic justice of it would be absolutely stunning. Karma wearing a tailored suit and carrying a shovel. And let's be real for a second. Stefan DiMera is not the same man he used to be. He has been through things. He was brainwashed. He lost Gabi. He's been manipulated, betrayed, and humiliated by the very people who were supposed to be his family. If anyone has reached their breaking point with Vivian, it's him. I wouldn't blame him at all. Not even slightly. The Jake connection, the skeleton in the literal closet now. Here's where the plot thickens even further, and this is the part that makes me genuinely excited as a Days fan, because it connects to history that goes back years. The DNA from the remains in Stefan's coffin matched him. That sounds airtight. Right, case closed. Stefan's dead. File the certificate. Plant the flowers. Except Stefan has a twin brother. Jake DiMera, who died tragically in a random street robbery a few years back. Same face, same DNA profile, same genetic material. Which means, and this is the part that should make your jaw drop, Vivian could have quietly exhumed Jake's remains and placed them in Stefan's coffin to make the whole Stefan is dead story bulletproof. Think about the logistics of that. Think about the coldness required to use your deceased son's twin brother's bones as a cover story to keep your other son locked away in a foreign country. That's a level of calculated villainy that honestly only Vivian could pull off, and only Days of Our Lives would write. This isn't just a throwaway detail. This connects directly to how the show has always handled the DiMera family's complicated, tangled, morally bankrupt dynamics. The DiMera legacy is built on secrets hidden in coffins, bodies that aren't who they say they are, and DNA tests that get conveniently manipulated. Vivian using Jake's remains wouldn't even be the most disturbing thing she's ever done. It would barely crack her top 5. So is she actually dead this time? My take. Alright, the big question, the one we all actually care about. Is Vivian Alamain really dead? You want my honest opinion? No. Absolutely not. And here's why. Days of Our Lives does not kill legacy characters with paperwork. They kill them with drama. They kill them with confrontations and confessions and last words spoken in dimly lit hospital rooms. They kill them with legacy send-offs that fans talk about for years. A death certificate filed off-screen in Alamania is not a send-off, it's a placeholder. It's the writers leaving a door so wide open you could drive the Alamania Royal motorcade through it. There are really only 3 possibilities here, the way I see it. Option 1, Vivian genuinely died, but not of natural causes. Someone killed her and filed the paperwork to cover it up. My money, Stefan, with Ivan as either an accomplice or a horrified witness. Option 2, Vivian faked her own death again. Because of course she did. This woman has more fake deaths than most people have birthdays. She could be sitting in some lavish European estate right now, sipping wine and watching the chaos unfold in Salem with absolutely zero remorse. Option 3, and this is the one that keeps me up at night. Someone else arranged her death and has her locked away somewhere. Maybe it's a DiMera enemy we haven't met yet. Maybe it's someone inside her own circle who got tired of her schemes. Ivan himself, perhaps stranger things have happened in Salem. But here's the kicker, and I genuinely believe this. With every fiber of my Days-obsessed soul, we have not seen the last of Madam Vivian Alamain. The show needs her. She is chaos incarnate. She is the kind of villain that makes every scene she's in electric. Unpredictable and insanely entertaining. So here's what I want from you, because your opinions actually matter in this community. Do you think Stefan is the one who arranged all of this? Is Vivian playing